G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be looking at the MP25 Trax. And I will start out by saying, yes, by the end of this you will be a little bit disappointed, but it is what it is. So here we have him. You can see his gun inside. He is a flaky blue Corvette Stingray. Yes, I actually know what this car is. Big surprise. There he is from underneath, sides the same ways, back and front. He does have one thing he can do in this mode. You can, if you can get your nail under, which I've currently cut my nails. Come on, get in there. Hang on. I love it, barely a minute in and I'm already having issues. So there we go. You can put his bonnet up, whatever you want to call it, and you can see obviously the insides just like from Autobot Trax. So there we go, and we can close that up again. He does come with accessories. Here he comes with his instructions, an extra set of windscreens, start that again, side mirrors. He comes with a itty teeny little blaster, which apparently is meant to be able to peg in, but I can't get that to work. He comes with a static roll from Autobot Trax, and he comes with a card, which mine's a little bit bent due to how I've stored it. But yeah, there we go. So those are accessories, well, for now anyway. And of course, there he is with Windblade. Now, I won't be doing this comparison for the next mode, so yes, admittedly, the wings are just a little bit longer, but still roughly the same size. Okay, so let's get down to his next mode. I count this guy as a 2.5 triple changer. By the way, also, he does roll and he has rubber tires. I think they're rubber. No, they actually might be plastic. Oh my god, I thought they were rubber. No, plastic tires. Anyway, I call this guy 2.5 triple changer because he does have a flight mode, but obviously he doesn't go through all the rigmarole that Springer or Sandstorm, Astro Train or Blitzwing goes through. So all we can do is come under here and flip these up and out just to give us a bit of clearance. We're just going to go all the way around. I also would suggest taking the side mirrors out. I have thought about gluing them in, but then I'd probably break them and they get stuck. So then what we're going to do is we're going to pop this piece out. It's just a matter of getting your fingers in there and popping it out. Whoops. Honestly, there's a lot of this about this figure that scares the crap out of me too. Alright, so lift those up. We're going to flip out his hands. They just tap together. And these are going to fold out and down. Out and down. And what we'll do is we'll put them roughly about the way they're supposed to go eventually. So we're going to rotate these like so. And you can plug them in, but they're not going to quite work yet. Then you're going to pull these out, and this is scary because one of these days I'm worried I'm going to break. Come on. One. And come on. Two. Like I said, it freaks you out a bit. Alright, so then what you're going to do is this will fold down here, fold this up, and then you can tab this tab into the side. So as long as that all stays put, it should remain straight. Same on this side, down, in, and tab. Providing that's the right way around. Here you go. So next we're going to come back here. We're going to come under here, we're going to push these out. Probably better off getting them out from the other side. Lift them up there. You can pull out the missile launchers, blasters, whatever you want to call them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this back and tab it in both sides. So it's all nice and locked in, and just re-tab things back in as need be. These can be situated how you want. And then we rotate these around. They don't tab in anywhere. And there we have him in his jet car mode. And of course, final accessory, you can take a stand, which comes with him in two parts. I've currently got this. You can twist it here, you can bend it back here. That was a bit loud. And you can just plug into here, into this bit, like so. And then you have tracks flying. And of course you can position this and rotate him so that you have him however you want him. So rotate like that, bend like that, and all of a sudden he's flying like that. So let me get back a little bit and I will be right back. So I haven't done much. I've just popped the tail fins back in, unplugged these, and that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do is come back here, if it'll let me, and just sort of rotate this around for later. And we can just push those up just to get them out of the way. These arms will come up into these sort of pieces. And we can just fold them out a little bit. Next, we're going to fold, actually, we'll try to grab the bonnet, the top, there we go. Lift that up, I'm just going to pull the gun out, get it out of the way. Right, unplug here. If you're sorting it out, I just basically unplugged these from here. And what we can do is we can fold down the doors, come back here, and these come up, and this piece is going to tab just above that silver thing that we moved, like that and like that. So that gets that back in the right place. We're going to rotate his lower. We will flip this up a bit, and we're going to flip his head out, and it's going to pull forward, and it'll just pull up until you hear a bit of a pop. Then we can rotate around his chest piece, and we won't bother connecting that because it'll just completely start disconnecting itself. So then we're going to split this apart. Don't do me. When I started doing getting these figures, I thought I'll use a knife because this was really tight, and I cut the tab in half. So the only things that are holding this together are these tabs here. So what we're going to do is just lift up the bonnet a bit. We're going to come under here, and we're going to pull out the side. We're going to pull down, and while we are, we're just going to reposition the foot. This tab here will go up into here, like that, and finish rotating that around. Then going to turn this. We're going to fold it in a little bit. We'll then rotate out. Whoops. Rotate out, rotate in just the bottom of the bumper. This comes back up, tabs into place. This comes around the front, and voila, and then that can just sit down the back. That way it gives his knee some clearance. So I'll be right back when I get the second one done. There we go. We have two legs, which are currently fighting me a little bit. All right, let's finish these arms off. So there is two tabs here and here. Oops, that was attempted focusing, but didn't quite work. That's going to push into those. I promise you, no matter what you do, you will untab those 101 times. All right, so we'll get the arms finished. All right, so all you're going to do is you're going to slide this down, rotate it back. So it basically wants to line up with the lower forearm, and spin around. Oops, come on. And voila, we have a hand all done. Rotate the bicep and done. So 1 second. There we go, 2 hands all done. I know it's not much, but hey, it saves a little bit of time. So what we're going to do then is we're going to rotate this up. So you have this yellow panel here. Flip these missiles down and around. If you can get them. Same here. Down and around. Like so. Alright, now this is where the instructions tell you, and then I will show you something different. So point the wings up quite a bit. And then the insides of the back piece are going to tab into here. And honestly, I don't like, if I had both of them tabbed in, I bet you I'll just dislodge his chest again too. And then you just sort of push it up back. Honestly, I don't like that look. The wings are too high and it tends to push his arms further forward. So all I do is pull the wings down to the angle I like them. So just a bit up, not too far down, just a bit up. And then just sort of rest it just behind his shoulders. There's nothing to lock in, but at least it gives his shoulders more control. So there we go. So obviously one of the biggest issues with this figure is his giant gapping backpack. Honestly, I think they could have done this figure a lot better, and I hope the day comes that we get a lot better example from Fans Toys or X-Transbots. So let's get down to accessories. Articulation. So head can do a full 360. It can look that far and further if you pop the neck back out. He can look all the way down. If his backpack wasn't in the way, his arms can do a full 360. He also has something of a butterfly joint, which doesn't really work. He has, arms can go out that far. He has bicep rotation. He has single jointed elbow. He has waist swivel, and I suppose you could use that if you have any use for it. He has typewriter fingers. They're all molded together. Thumb does not move. He has waist swivel, which I'm pretty sure I just popped something out. You can lift up the front for his leg to get up that far. You can't lift up the back, so his leg goes that far out. Can go that far up. He has hip rotation. He has single ratchet knee that way, which you can go backwards, but that's more for transformation. He has ankle, or toe up and toe down, I suppose. He does have an ankle rocker. So there we go. So let me just clean him up. So just to get down to his final accessory, we can take his gun, open up his hand, and this can be a little fiddly. You want to push the handle in as far as it'll go, and then twist so you can have him holding the hand. And of course, with all the joints and everything, you can make him look pretty good with that blaster, honestly. Honestly, I actually come with a mirror. Also, he does not come with the alien mask from Hoist Goes to Hollywood, which is a little bizarre because he was one of the characters. But in saying that, all my Hoist to Hollywood characters literally are third party. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. If you want, you can probably try using that port with the fight stand, but yeah, I'm not going to. So there we go. His knees want to play around with me a little bit. Oh well, never mind. At least he's standing straight, that's all I can say. And of course, once he's situated, you can get his backpack right. You're pretty right. So here we have final size comparison. Here he is with MP10. So that's pretty much it. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I still see those. Leave me a comment if you'd like. Maybe subscribe and ring the bell. And I think I said it before, I don't collect bad figures. However, I have got disappointing figures, and him and a couple others, I will admit, is disappointing. So hopefully Fans Toys or somebody does come out with a better Trax. But until then, I'm still perfectly happy with this guy. And when I do get an alternative, like I did with Starscream, maybe I'll either put this guy in his flight mode or just leave him in calm mode. Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.